My Valentine's Day turned into a nightmare. I opened my closet and found a man inside. Not standing. Not hiding behind the door like a prank. Curled up in the back corner behind my hanging shirts, knees pulled to his chest, rocking like he was trying to stay small. He did not look at me. He did not move toward me. He just whispered the same sentence again and again, so quiet it barely counted as sound. She should not have come. And the part that still makes my stomach turn is this. He had been there for hours, while I cooked, while I lit candles, while my girlfriend laughed in my living room, while we ate like it was a normal Valentine's night. He was 10 feet away in the dark, listening. Before I found him, someone tried to warn me. I ignored it because it felt ridiculous. It started with 3 slow knocks on my front door and a text from a number I did not know. You should not have let her come tonight. I wish I could tell you I listened. I did not. Last Valentine's Day, I lived alone on the 3rd floor of an old apartment building. The kind of place where the lobby smelled like wet concrete, the elevator button stuck if you pressed it too lightly, and the hallway carpet always looked damp even when it was dry. The pipes made knocking sounds at random hours. Not steady, not predictable. Just a single knock, then silence. Sometimes 2. Like the building had its own language. The hallway light outside my door flickered so often that I stopped noticing it, but visitors always did. They would pause at my floor like they expected someone to step out of the shadows and ask why they were there. Most of the neighbors never spoke. Doors opened and closed without a word. If you said hello, you got a nod at best. It was not hostile. It was just empty. It was not a cozy place, but it was mine. I liked my space. I liked the quiet. I liked that nobody asked questions. I had been dating my girlfriend for about 8 months. She was sweet, funny, and she loved horror movies. She also had this habit of turning fear into a joke, like if you laugh at something it cannot touch you. Our plan for February 14th was simple. Dinner at my place, candles, then a movie. Nothing fancy, just a quiet night together. That morning felt normal. Coffee, a few texts, and the kind of calm excitement that makes you move faster without noticing. Around noon, I went out for groceries and flowers. I wanted the night to feel special, even if it was just pasta on a small table. By mid-afternoon, I was cleaning and setting things up. I remember wiping the counter and thinking I actually did something right for once. Around 4, I heard 3 knocks on my front door. Not loud, not angry. Slow and calm, like someone who knew I would answer. I walked to the door and looked through the peephole. Nobody. Empty hallway. Flickering light. No footsteps. No elevator ding. No stairwell door. I opened the door anyway and leaned out. Nothing on either side. The hallway air felt colder than the air inside my apartment, like a refrigerator door had been left open somewhere. I listened for movement. All I heard was the faint buzz of the hallway light and the distant hum of the elevator. I shut the door and went back to the kitchen, annoyed at myself for being jumpy. At 4:47, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. You should not have let her come tonight. For a second, I thought it was a friend messing with me. I typed, "Who is this?" No reply. I stared at the message again. The wording bothered me. Not, "Do not invite her." Not, "Cancel your plans." Let her come. Like someone thought she would arrive whether I wanted it or not. Like the decision was already moving without me. I almost called her right then. I almost said, "Something weird is happening. Please do not come." But I did not want to sound paranoid. I did not want to ruin the night over one strange text. So I said nothing and kept cooking. At around 6, I heard the knocks again. 3 knocks. Same rhythm. Same calm pace. This time I went straight to the peephole, fast. The hallway was empty. Then the hallway light flickered and went out for a second. In that second of darkness, I saw a shape at the far end of the hall. A person shape, standing still, facing my door. I could not see a face. I could not see clothes. Just a darker shape in the dark, like someone had been standing there a long time. When the light came back, the hall looked empty again. My heart started hammering. I waited for footsteps. Nothing. I waited for the stairwell door. Nothing. Then my phone buzzed again. Unknown number. Do not open it. That was when the fear stopped feeling silly. I called my best friend. I tried to make it sound like a joke, but my voice shook. He laughed at first, then got quiet when he heard how serious I was. He told me to call the building manager. At least report it. So I did. She answered on the second ring like she was expecting my call. When I told her what I saw, she paused, then asked a question that made my skin tighten. "Did you open the door?" I said no, not this time. "Good," she said. "Stay inside. I will check the cameras." 10 minutes later, she called back. Her voice was lower, careful. "My guard went up to your floor. The hall is empty," she said. "But the camera for your floor is not just out. It is covered." "Covered with what?" I asked. "Tape. A strip of tape right across the lens," she said. "Like someone did it on purpose." We removed it and the feed came back, but it shows nothing but the wall now. Whoever did it angled the camera away. My stomach dropped. That meant someone stood in that hallway long enough to cover a camera and turn it. Calmly. She told me she would keep a guard downstairs and call again after she checked the stairwell doors. Then she said something else, like she regretted saying it the moment it left her mouth. "If she is coming tonight, do not let her wait outside your door." I did not ask why. I did not want the answer. At 6:45 she arrived. 1 normal knock. Not 3. Just 1. I opened the door fast and pulled her inside too quickly. She laughed, then stopped when she saw my face. "What happened?" she asked. I told her everything. The knocks, the shadow, the warning text, the camera being covered and turned away. She did not laugh this time. Her eyes went to the hallway behind me, like she expected it to still be there. Then she looked at the peephole, then at the chain lock. She whispered, "Someone was standing out there." I nodded. She swallowed, then said, "Okay, listen. What if it is not about you?" I stared at her. She kept her voice low, like the walls might be listening. What if someone in this building is in trouble, and they are trying to get attention the only way they know how? Knocking, turning cameras, sending messages. What if they are warning you for a reason? That thought landed hard because it sounded human. It sounded possible. It also made it worse because it meant there was a person out there with intent, and we were guessing wrong. We ate dinner in candlelight. We talked and tried to pretend the apartment was normal. I kept catching myself listening between words, waiting for the next sound. For about an hour, I almost believed we were safe. Then at 9:13, the power in my apartment cut out. Not the hallway, not the building, just my unit. The microwave clock went dark. The TV died. The fridge hum stopped. The room fell into candlelight only, and the shadows started moving with every flicker. I went to the breaker box and flipped every switch. Nothing. I flipped the main. Nothing. My girlfriend stood near the window, too still. When I asked what was wrong, she lifted her hand and pointed. Scratch marks were dragged down the outside of the glass. Fresh. Long. Slow lines, like something scraped the window on purpose. We were on the 3rd floor. No balcony. No fire escape on that side. Just a flat wall and a drop. Her voice shook. Those were not there when I came in. I stared at the scratches and felt my stomach go cold. The marks were too even, too deliberate, like someone took their time. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. She has seen me. Then another message right after. Now you cannot pretend. My girlfriend backed away from the window like it could bite. I called the building manager again. This time, she did not pretend it was nothing. She told us to stay inside, not open doors or windows. She said she was calling someone. I grabbed my baseball bat from the bedroom, and we moved to the center of the living room, away from the window. The candles made the room feel smaller. The flames leaned every time the air shifted, even when we were not moving. At 9:31, my phone buzzed again. Same number. I told you not to let her come. This is your fault. I called the police anyway, even though the manager said she already did. I wanted the call logged. I wanted the dispatcher to hear my voice shaking so nobody could tell me later that I was calm. My girlfriend started recording on her phone. She filmed the scratches, the breaker box, the dark apartment, the candles. Then she turned the camera on me holding the bat, and I hated how ridiculous I looked and how real the fear felt. We waited. Outside, the city kept making normal sounds. Cars, voices, a distant horn. Inside, it felt like the building had swallowed us. Then the hallway light under my front door blinked. Not off, not on. Blinked. Like someone blocked it for a second. My girlfriend whispered, "Someone is there." I did not move. I held my breath and listened. At 9:48, we heard the knocks again. 3 knocks, but not from the front door. From inside my bedroom wall. My girlfriend made a short, sharp sound like the air got knocked out of her. I stood up slowly and walked toward the bedroom, bat in hand. She followed close, gripping the back of my shirt. I opened the bedroom door. Dark room. Phone flashlight. Bed. Desk. Closet. Then again. 3 knocks. This time, from inside the closet. My girlfriend whispered, "Please do not open it." I should have listened, but the knocking was inside my apartment, inside my room, inside my closet. The closet was the only place left to look. I grabbed the closet handle and yanked it open. A man was inside. Older, maybe in his 60s. Dark clothes. Hair messy. He was curled up behind my shirts like he had been hiding for a long time. He rocked gently, whispering, "She should not have come." Over and over. My girlfriend screamed. I stumbled back so hard I hit the bed. My throat tried to scream too, but the sound got stuck. The man did not run. He did not lunge. He did not even look at us. He just kept rocking, like he was trying to calm himself. My phone buzzed in my hand. Unknown number. Too late. I slammed the closet door without thinking, like shutting it could erase what I saw. My girlfriend was crying, clutching my arm so hard my skin hurt. The police arrived within minutes. I was still on the phone with dispatch and they heard our panic. 2 officers came in with flashlights. Calm, fast, trained. They moved through my apartment, then opened the bedroom door and the closet. The man was still there. Still rocking. Still whispering. They pulled him out. He did not resist. He moved like a person waking up from a long sleep. One officer stayed with him while the other spoke to us. He told me the man had been reported in the building before. Mental illness. Off medication. He had a pattern of getting into buildings and hiding in units. "How did he get into my apartment?" I asked. The officer said old buildings have old ways in. Maintenance access points. Doors left propped. Sometimes a window on a lower floor. He said it could be as simple as a stairwell door not latching fully. Then he said something that made my stomach twist. He knew which door to choose. He was trying doors. That meant he had been in the hallway earlier. The knocks. The shadow. The camera. All of it. I asked about the texts. The officer held up the man's phone in a plastic bag. The screen was lit. My number was on it, saved under a name that was not mine. Valentine. The officer said, he will not explain how he got it, but he had it before tonight. Then they placed the man in handcuffs and led him out. As they passed my door, the man stopped. He turned his head and looked at me for the first time. His eyes were calm. Not angry. Not wild. Calm in a way that scared me more than panic. He said, clear and low, "I was trying to protect her." Then they moved him along. After the officers searched my apartment, one of them returned with something folded in his gloved hand. A Valentine's Day card. Old, worn, like it had been opened and closed for years. The corners were soft. The ink on the front was faded. Inside was a name I did not recognize and a date from 11 years ago. The officer did not give me a long speech. He just said, quietly, "He carries this every year." Then he showed me something else they found behind the clothes. A small wallet photo, creased and worn. A little girl smiling with missing teeth, holding a heart balloon. A date written on the back in the same shaky handwriting as the card. My girlfriend covered her mouth. She made a sound like she was going to throw up. Later, another officer explained the basics. The man lost his daughter on Valentine's Day 11 years ago. Every year around this date, he spirals. He fixates on couples. In his mind, he is warning them, protecting them, rewriting the day he failed. That did not make it easier to breathe, because it meant this was not a one-time break-in. It was a ritual. After they took him away, the officers checked the building camera system again. They found the strip of tape used on the lens in the stairwell trash. Clean tear. Fresh. They also found a scrap of paper in my closet with my girlfriend's number written on it. Not my handwriting. Not her handwriting either. The digits were spaced carefully, like someone copied them from a screen. Under the number were 3 small hearts drawn in pen. My girlfriend stared at it and started crying again, because it meant he did not guess. He had her number. He planned for her to be here. We packed a bag and left for the night. When we passed my closet, I looked inside one last time. The carpet in the back corner was crushed flat, a shallow dent where a body had been pressed for hours. That dent made my girlfriend cry harder than the handcuffs did. 2 months later, I moved out. I blocked the number. I told myself it was done. A year passed. On February 14th, at 4:47, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. You should not have let her come tonight. My stomach dropped. I stared at the screen, waiting for it to be a joke. It was not. Then I heard 3 slow knocks at my new front door. Same rhythm. Same calm pace. I went to the peephole. Empty hallway. My phone buzzed again. She is safer if you do not open it. I backed away from the door and stood in the middle of my living room, breathing shallow, listening. A minute later, something slid under my door. A Valentine's card, old and worn. Inside, in shaky handwriting, it said, "Happy Valentine's Day." Under it was one sentence. I am still trying to protect her. I called the police again. Cameras showed nothing. No neighbor saw anyone. No one could explain how the card got there. I still have it. I keep it in a drawer I do not open. Because every February, I start listening for 3 slow knocks. And I do not stand too close to my closet anymore.